Drama!
I love drama.
Drama!
What did I just...
So I saw this post go up, and then I checked back on Twitter a little bit later, and oh boy, it really went places. Because the tweet itself, it had 1 point something pretty damn big million views last time I saw it. Let's see, what's it got now? 1.9 million views. So that's got quite, I mean, that has, in fact, according to a 100% totally accurate, because X's advertisement rates have definitely not went down over the last few months, $49 apparently.
Insane.
At one point in time is what that tweet would have been worth. But again, I'm fairly sure that X advertising's fallen by like 50%. Anyway, so yeah, this is the drama. Blizzard just have this post that says, "Get the Dragonflight raid ready boost." And I think the thing that's happened here, because like they do this every expansion, where when the new expansion gets a pre-order, the level boost gets upgraded to the level cap of the current expansion. I wonder if this is just that the relative gear is a bit better, that it's like a bit more player-friendly, but that's actually,
that's the problem,
what we call the meat of this entire discussion, so that'll be interesting. But certainly this is a way better marketed boost, because it's not just marketed as a boost. So I imagine their conversion rate will be way higher here. As they say, up to 20 renown with 5 major factions, first 5 mounts, Dragon Isles catch up, flight, paths, supplies, 30 slot bags, and more. And yeah, you get item level 424 gear. Now, it's 424, but if memory serves, it is... Yeah, no, it's not. It's not on any of the upgrade tracks. So it's not like you can upgrade that gear. You will have to, go and get real gear that can be upgraded if you actually sort of want to play within the system. This basically just means you go immediately to Emerald Dream, and you can do things.
Yeah, it's kind of like... It's a little bit of a nothing burger, right? At least I think, anyway. I'm sure, obviously pointed out,
I think we've in fact, man, found one man who will disagree.
Yeah. Mm-hmm. Interesting. Yeah.
So as Rurikan says, bro, I quit. See us, we keep monetized. Bro, I quit! What's even the point? Just sell ahead of the curve while you're at it, or even cutting edge. Sell everything! Why even play the game? So, I'm fairly sure this is what we call a tweet. And therefore, it's not exactly a treatise. It is, in fact, somebody's reaction to something. Which is probably why... everyone's going to see this and be like, I cannot believe he has said this. Okay, the amount of people jumping in this thread to defend Blizzard, milking them for money, is exactly why nothing will ever change. And the assumption, I don't even know how week 424 is also hilarious. People acknowledge it's a noob trap and defend the practice. Is it a noob trap? Or is it just saying you don't have to do a few hoops, before you do the new stuff? Also, it's not an additional thing. It's the same price as a boost anyway. So this is more about Blizzard calibrating at what point the boost does. So does the boost launch you into 10.0, or does the boost launch you into 10.2? And this launches you into 10.2. Yeah, I'm fairly sure back in Mists of Pandaria, the original boost, whenever that... Because I think, did it get upgraded to a max level boost? No, I don't think it did. You know what? I forget. I'm not even gonna...
I don't recall. I think I want to say yes, but I don't know. I think the that's basically spot on. Lowering the barrier to entry is only good IMO, and that's the thing where if this was a new product, if this was them going, hey, this is a new thing we're introducing.
Oh, this is the starter pack. We riot.
Yeah, absolutely. It'd be frustrating and furious, but what this really is a slight reframing on the boost that is a bit more useful. And obviously say, well, it's a bit more useful. It's more, it's more skipping, more getting right there. It's because you're paying for it, they're offering more, and that's a bad thing if you think boosts are bad anyway.
Yeah,
which is kind of the really the complicated thing. So it's not even too much to actually really chew the fat on here, because it's the 20 renown is probably maybe the most aggressive part of it, because that's you can skip all the grinding that you have to do. You don't do all the old shit, which is just straight up, yeah, and you're back to your hop into this patch, which feels new. But also, it only makes sense because imagine if it dropped you 10-0 with like shit gear and no idea what to do and 40 billion quests right on top of your head.
Yeah, that's where it gets kind of interesting because you think about the purpose of the level boost. Blizzard basically want is seamless experience to play in game with your friends right now. So this is obviously calibrated in order to do that. Yeah, it was more just it was interesting to see how much this like truly exploded as as Jordan said, 1.2 million impressions a little over a day. Flex, we got an upper bait game. Yep.
That's
quality.
That's a lot of replies.
So Blizzard say raid ready. Now that is assuming that LFR is raid, and I suppose it is.
Well, it is, yeah. And
it is looking for raids, and you probably can get in that with 242 gear, which means you can buy this boost, do the campaign, do the raid, kill Frack, finish the campaign.
Yeah.
Maybe that is, in fact, why they've scheduled this post to be in and around where Farak comes out on LFR. Maybe.
Yeah, I don't even think that's new. I think it's been there like that for a while. I remember seeing it.
So what this is, though, this is Mythic Vault of the Incarnates gear. Normal Aberrus gear. And Explorer 4 out of 8, which is basically the lowest of the low. Almost. You basically get better gear from repeatable and weekly activities extremely quickly up onto the Adventurer track and even the Veteran track as well. So yeah, as Noggy says, you can literally fly around the Dream Search for 40 minutes and get full 447 gear without dismounting or doing a single point of damage by just picking up the little ball things. Right. And yeah, I even forgot about the I forgot about that stuff that's there. And also this is non-upgradable gear. So because this is upgradable gear, it basically isn't like real gear in terms of how the game is designed right now. This is basically just, here is floor gear, now you can engage with it. Thing is, though, and I guess that's why I find this to be interesting, is, you know the way words, right? Actual words don't contain a massive amount. I mean, words do contain information, yes, but often the context has led to those words. That's what really, often contains the information. People talk about like tone of voice, body language, all of these things. Now, what happens on Twitter whenever somebody... Because imagine if, like, he said that in Discord. People probably be like, it's a bit much, but, whatever. Whereas it happens in text, and like, he put it to print! Here it is! I don't think it's seriously saying, just sell raid gear, sell normal raid gear, anything like that. But, Blizzard,
Yeah, I could see people thinking that, like... Yeah. I'm trying to think of like what decent analysis could be had of this. I think, well, actually, I'll just look at chat, of course, because people are talking about things. Yeah, thanks for Super Trucker saying, I got to 420 1 week from dailies, weeklies, time walking. This is basically just a quest skip. Yeah, that's what it is. Yeah. It's do you want to play literally right now? Do you want to go into the raid and play the raid? Or do you want to M+ with your mates now? Starting from a vaguely decent level on our character? Yeah, definitely. And thanks, Sonic Marsh, saying, doesn't it feel like they're admitting that any prior content is dead or bad and not worth investing any time into? It's like buying God of War with a 90% finished save. Why pay to not play? That's...
What's the experience?
That's like, I could see where you would, come to that when you think of, like, the expansion content, but you can't play the expansion content before. Like, you can't gear up in Season 1 Mythic Plus. You can't go and do Vault of the Incarnates the way it was. This is the game now. You can go and do that anyway, but it's literally like this is not really skipping any gameplay outside like the quest stuff. It's not actually like just discarding any of prior Dragonflight stuff because that's already discarded by the nature of the seasonal model. As was mentioned there, it's like, yeah, just... I mean, the only difference is like the Renown stuff, where maybe you won't go do a load of the world events. That not really many. I imagine not that many people are doing anymore because everyone's filled up the Renown anyway. So it is just like, Yeah. It's a good point, though, that they did increase the eye level rewards of the other content. So there's a little bit of a weirdness there, but that's only like a minor clash, I think. I genuinely think like this is... Yeah.
I don't think it's that bad.
Yeah,
I don't
it's not-
mind.
it's not bad at all.
I don't really care. I don't think it's...
I don't think it's bad at all. Like.
It's literally just start game now. So, is it a nothing burger? I think basically, yes, there are other boosts in the game that have done stuff that is similar. This is more a reaction to marketing, I think, than the literal power being sold. And if the marketing is having that strong of a negative reaction from a small number of people, that likely tells you that this marketing will have quite a strong positive impact on people's purchase decisions. Again, I'm not saying that's a good thing or a bad thing, but if you've nailed it so effectively that somebody is legitimately like that mad, like that means that the effectiveness of your marketing is emotionally dialed to the point where people will care one way or another. People will get the click. So yeah, per the core tenets of marketing, this will do well. And of course, Rurikan himself has inadvertently driven many, I mean, Full Asmongold TV video on it probably, right?
I imagine so, yeah. I imagine. I actually think...
Blizz is going to make money.
I think Asmon was... And I didn't watch the video, but I saw a couple comments. I think he was largely in agreement with Rory about it. I think maybe. Or at least a little bit. I'm not quite sure. I'm not
either way. Boom, it's out there.
Yeah. I know.
So.
I know. I was just commenting. Just commenting what I knew.
Marketing successful.
Yeah, I think the other thing here is like, it's kind of no. This is not going to lead to any of this stuff because Blizzard knows this stuff isn't playing the game, and we would be mad. Basically, like they're like, this is what we can get away with, and this is what people want to do. People want to press the button and then get into LFR. And everyone pointing out the WoW token and gold boost and stuff. Yeah, obviously. It's just that that's not an official service. So, that's not an official service. I guess it is technically because, like, the trade services channel is there. Yeah, sort of. But it's like, no, that's not. This isn't really anything changing. It just makes, like, the perfect sense. It makes perfect sense to go, well, do you want to play the game? You can play the game now. In the same way that if you're like playing Destiny 2 and you have a character you haven't touched in a billion years and like actually log into it, it will throw you somewhere that you won't understand, but somewhere closer than where you were when you didn't play it or when you were playing like a year or two ago.
Yeah.
It'll throw you somewhere. So, here's your light levels all like just start. Everyone move up to the starting line. Although I did see someone saying is like, was it I can't remember who it was, but someone in chat said, like, wouldn't that mean the correct thing to do is, like, every character is just, like, you can just make a level 70 character at 44 or something like that, because that's actually access to the game, in a way. And that's true, because I think it was, as Azrael says, yeah, but you've already paid for the game. So there's a little bit of the boost is, do you want to pay for the game you've already paid for?
I mean,
It's a little bit of that, but...
It has been like that for a long time.
Yeah.
2014, to be precise.
Yeah.
We're almost on the 10-year anniversary of the boost. How exciting. Yeah.
Fantastic. Just everyone.
There you go. Yeah. Is there anything else to say? No, in my view. Probably.
I could talk for a long time about anything, and even I'm kind of going, I think we're
That's it. We have achieved peak signal to noise.